So I'm going to try out this new color, powder burn brown. And let me go and put a little drip on the top. Oh, this one's stuck. I have a little pokey tool here from Reaper that comes in handy just for this. But let's give it a shot. Doesn't look too bad. Dark enough. That way his clothes look good. And it's dark enough where I don't really have to do too much in between his legs. So right here where his feet are, there's a space. I'm going to leave that alone because I think it's going to be the same color that I paint the base. I think it's supposed to be part of the floor, so let me get in between his legs here. Sorry, Jeff, but it must be done. Okay, I'm glad I'm doing this now because there's definitely going to be some touch-ups that I have to do. And I wanted to get that done before I start doing any of the highlighting. Otherwise, trying to correct that after you do it is a real pain in the butt. I'm going to go ahead and get these areas as well. Let's see what they look like. I am doing a little bit of the back of him because I think some of this is going to be, he's not going to fit exactly. And I don't want exposed primer showing through in any area. I like this brown, it's a little bit different. Almost feels a little dusty, like a dusty brown. Okay, so we got the top of his throne done, kinda. There are some areas in here that are in relief, and I want to make that really stand out. I also kind of want to make this throne a little colorful, because I think he was a colorful kind of guy. You can tell by his clothes, right? So okay, next is going to be the rest of his throne. I think I'm going to use a green for these talons here. You know, some sort of reptilian. There is a color here called squid green that I'm going to try. That may not have been shaken up enough, but let's take a look. And this is a little bit bigger brush than I would normally use. I'm just dragging it across the top of the talons. This is more for more of a color check than anything else. Just to kind of see how that's going to look. It's a pretty bold color, but I really wanted this. It'd be really easy to go with browns and whites and different, kind of what you'd expect in something like this. But I really don't want to do that. I'm going to try to do something awesome. Well, awesome for me. May not be awesome for you. You may hate it, but I think I'm going to go in with a little bit finer brush. I think this one. No, not that brush. That brush is dead. This one has a little bit better tip on it. Let's smoosh this around. Now there's some scroll work up along the top here that I don't believe is part of the talent, so I'm going to try and leave that alone. Sometimes it's difficult to interpret the intentions of the artist that designed the sculpt. So I'm just trying to do the best I can to go ahead and bring what they've created to life, really. Much better painters than I are going to come out with just wonderful versions of this. But this is my version.
This miniature was challenging to paint because there were several different components, and the miniature itself was so detailed. Every time I went over it, I found something new that I missed. So you're going to see evolution as to colors and painting styles as the videos go on. Now this was a very long shoot. It was probably about 7 hours worth of video by the time we get done with it. But I'm trimming it down to just the bare components. Hopefully that will give you insight into what I did to create this and maybe inspire you to create your own. Again, thanks for watching, and paint fearlessly.